Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is the Grade 6 and welcome to my video for Penelope Studies Speed Draw with Commentary. Let's get this party started. For the month of February, I am trying styles, and the operative word there is try and not succeed for obvious reasons. And I'm really excited to do this month because I'm hoping I can learn a couple things by just trying something new. I've been stuck doing this style for my current style for such a while, and I'm hoping that trying to emulate other people's styles will help me better myself as an artist. I really don't feel too satisfied with the month of January's theme, which is light. I learned a couple tricks, but I don't think I really found what I was looking for when I decided to try that. I mean, not try, but to focus on light and lighting. But I really like where I started here with this piece. The style is inspired by Penelope Chey, and I first encountered her artwork while I was listening to City Girls' album, Neon Impasse. You saw a little bit of piece. There it is. There's the piece. That's the album I saw, and I really like City Girls' music. She has other albums as well, and it's just so soothing. It's a chill hop. The genre is chill hop, and I love chill hop. It's just so relaxing, but it still helps keep me focused. It helps me get through my day at work. So please give City Girls music a listen. It's really, really nice, and you can find it on YouTube. I've been meaning to draw Penelope Chey for a while, so I'm really happy I got a chance to do it this time around. I didn't notice how long it's been until I did my 2018 in review, and I saw that I really haven't drawn much of Penelope since like March or something of last year. Anyway, I know I didn't exactly succeed with completely emulating Penelope Chey's style, but I learned a couple cute ways to color my work, and I'm really happy with that. So the rundown for Penelope Chey: she is my Harry Potter OC, and don't look too deep into that because I know she looks just like any anime character there, and it's particularly due to her light blue hair. But hey, I've always wanted light blue hair. That's the basis of why I made Penelope, because I wanted her to be everything I couldn't be in real life. I could never dye my hair this blue because my work would never allow it, and the morals that Penelope sticks with that work out for her are never something anybody would be able to do in real life, but it's something I've always wanted to be able to follow, I guess you would say. So Penelope is a Slytherin. Obviously, you can tell by her green tie. And she is incredibly ambitious and wholly believes that the best way to settle anything, any contest, any argument, is by sheer strength, whether it is fist fights or wizard duels. And eventually she ends up being a very well-known duelist and starts having secret wizarding duels in the dead of night, which I just get a kick out of every time I think about it, because it's like, what do you call it? If you can imagine like these students just like sneaking out of their dorm room to basically have the equivalent of a fist fight in the dead of night. I don't know. I just get a kick out of it. So you can read more about Penelope Chey on my DeviantArt. I have a semi-biography about her with one of my pictures. And I do have a few comics out there about her. So there's that. When I decided Penelope was going to be my subject for this art piece, at first I wasn't entirely sure what to do with her. I originally had her kind of just standing there, stoic, because she's a very stoic person, woman of very few words, but can throw a mean punch and a mean spell. But I realized it would have been a bit too similar to the first piece I did of Penelope, which has her biography. So I felt like trying to make her do something more. We've seen Penelope be fierce, we've seen her be ambitious, but we haven't really seen her study. And I don't really recall if I have mentioned this before, but even though Penelope does she still needs to study. It's not an effortless endeavor for her. Every once in a while she is out of her depth and she has to study like anybody else. I really like how this one turned out when I finished Alessandra, and I know I mentioned this in the commentary. I finished Alessandra, and I know I mentioned this in the commentary. I really wasn't too happy with it. It felt like I was missing the mark on something. It felt too stiff. The background, I mean, the lighting, I think I got down pretty solid, but there was just something that didn't click together with that art piece, and I feel like I found it here in this one. Everything just seems to work, I think. I hope you do too, listener. I feel that it's just, this piece just connects together. The expression works out, the body language works out, the line art works out, and the style works out. It's obvious that Penelope is trying to figure out some sort of hex or other spell, probably some attacking spell, and she's been at it for some time. Her hair is put up because she's probably been practicing. She looks exasperated. Her shirt line's uneven, as if she spent some time twisting at her waist, like trying to get the motion right of this spell. She's removed her Hogwarts issued cardigan, and she has her sleeves rolled up, and her tie, her Slytherin tie, is undone, like she's been practicing the wand waving for I don't know, hours or a few minutes. However, she's been practicing for some time, and you know, her collar area and her neckline got too hot, so she undid her tie and opened the blouse a little bit to help cool herself. I really like her expression. It looks angry and confused, but also determined. She has her wand at her lip in contemplation. So it's kind of like she's glaring down at the book, like if she glares at it hard enough, it'll tell her what she needs to do. But she still wants to. She's still not giving up. We have Sir Reginald there clinging to her head, and I forgot to mention about him. Sir Reginald is Penelope's familiar. He is a hedgehog, and I love hedgehogs. I had a hedgehog named Sir Reginald, and unfortunately, poor little guy passed away. So Sir Reginald, Penelope Sir Reginald, is absolutely sticking around forever in honor of my poor dead hedgehog, Sir Reginald. Anyway, I usually prefer dark lines in my artwork, especially when I go for a more simplistic style that kind of lends to a cartoony figure. In Vicky Tsai, I've noticed, especially in her City Girl album, that where the lines overlap, or whenever there was like overlapping pieces, hands, thighs, you see the bust line, it was in pink. Eventually I decided to switch to dark blue, obviously because both pieces are in radically different environments. You know, in Vicky Tsai's piece, it's at night, so and I really like the placement of the pink. It really pops out of like all the dark out of the dark color. But for Penelope, I decided to go with blue, like a dark blue, around most of the areas that would overlap, or like rather I went with a dark blue for most areas. I kind of went with a dark brown for her hands and her fingers, fleshy areas, and I believe I kind of went with like a dark green gray with like all the other things. So I added the little throbbing vein thing at the end because I just thought it helped. You know, the hard lines always lend to a more cartoony feel, in my opinion. So thought I might as well complete the whole look. So we're coming to the end of this video here. Sooner or later, I know we're there. Almost. And there we go. Thank you all so much for watching and listening to this. You can view Penelope Studies on my DeviantArt page. Don't forget to check out my other social media links and my commission information down in the description below. And I will see you in the next video.